Today, I'm gonna show you how to make an easy 7-layer bean dip. I have a 13x9 dish here. And so we're gonna start with some refried beans. And I like my favorite brand of Rosarita refried beans. Smush this down and kind of just blend it all around. Yeah. And if you wanted to, you can make your own homemade refried beans. All right, so just spread it on there. You don't have to be super perfect with it or anything. And now, layer number 2, we'll lay down the taco meat. Yeah. And this was just a pound, 1 pound. I just did a full recipe of that ground beef taco recipe. So this was a pound of meat. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna lay down the salsa right now. This is about a cup of salsa. You might wanna use more. You might wanna use a little bit less. Just spread it on. And that is layer 3. So we got some sour cream here, yeah. Sour cream. We'll just smooth that out on top here. And we're gonna wind up using about a cup and a half of sour cream. More likely a cup and a half. And now let's do the guacamole layer. Spread that on top. Yummy. So that was the guacamole layer. That was about a pound of guacamole, about 450 grams. And now the cheese. You can shred your own cheese, which is always a good idea, or if you're in a hurry, then just use pre-shredded cheese. And I'm gonna use a Mexican style blend, or you could just use like a normal, like mild cheddar or sharp cheddar or something. But I like the Mexican style blend. So cheese layer. Okay, I'm just gonna use the rest of this cheese, a whole bag of cheese. Yeah, I love cheese. And the cool thing about this recipe is all the ingredients, it doesn't have to be exact. You can change the amount of ingredients of one or the other to your taste. If you want more sour cream, use more sour cream and use less of the meat layer, or just leave out the meat layer completely if you don't want to use ground beef, or switch out the ground beef for something else if you want. And that was the 6th layer, the cheese. And the top layer is a blend of just tomatoes. We'll just sprinkle this on. And this is just a couple tomatoes that I sliced up. And then of course, some olives. I love olives. One of my favorite things to eat, actually by themselves, are just olives. And then we will top it off with some green onion, chopped green onion. And this is about a half a cup or so of green onion. But there we go. Yeah. An amazing 7-layer chip dip, 7-layer bean dip. Super easy to do. Whole thing probably takes, even if you're cooking the meat, the whole thing probably takes under 30 minutes to make. And this will feed a ton of people. Take care. Time for me to dive into this. Oh yeah. I'm gonna grab a Tostitos. Hint of lime. It's probably one of my favorite chips for dipping. Come in here. Just get in there. Couldn't even get all the way down. Yeah. So good.